Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, Rouge. All right. I'm hearing myself funny. Sorry, my nose is blocked. What a way to start your podcast. I'm hearing myself funny in my ears. All right. We have game number. I don't know what it is, but it's Boston Bruins in town to take on our Habs. Um, Strong Boston Bruins team and a very decimated Habs team due to injuries. The same team, though, managed to beat the Leafs on Saturday with a great effort. Hopefully, we can see that tonight. If not, could be a really long night here. Monty is in net tonight. And I don't know what else to bring you up to date on. It's about to start in the next about 10 minutes or so. So let's talk about it in the chat. And let's see who's here. Daryl Adams. Hey, Daryl. Welcome back. Rick, beside Bedard, who would another player you would like to see get if they're close to the bottom? I was asked this in the pregame. I don't have an answer yet for that. When we get closer to the draft, I'll have researched them more and know more about these kids, other than Bedard, really. So let's I'll wait till then to give my answer. But I keep saying that. So, hey, Guru, welcome back. Go Habs, go. Mike Jones. Hey, Mike, how you doing? I'm okay. Still on the mend from COVID, but now I'm negative now, so at least that. But still kind of on the mend a little bit. Other than that, I'm doing great. Looking forward to this first Boston Bruins game, Montreal and Bruins. About time. It's like I don't know how we're only playing them 3 times this season, but it's crazy. Although with the way that we're set up right now with the roster and the way they're playing, maybe I don't want to see the game tonight. I really don't know. It's going to be an interesting night. I hope they just play the same way they did against the Leafs. I would love to see them beat the Bruins. That's for sure. I don't really care about the standings when it comes to Leafs games or Bruins games. I just want to see Montreal win. So, but I don't know. Can they do this 2 games in a row? We'll see. Peter, hey Pete, how you doing, man? Good to see you, man. I should say this while not a lot of people in the chat, but if you guys check us out on Thursday after the game, Pete and I are doing our very first. Let me find the thing. Our very first post-game show, which we're gonna do 2 nights, two games a month. So not every second week, exactly 2 games a month of our choice that works best for both of us. We're going to be doing Life After Habs. It's a post-game show. We'll talk about hockey and talk about life and anything you guys want to talk about, at that point. And that's going to premiere after the game against Detroit on Thursday. So looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. I hope Pete is. I bullied him into it, so he's not. I'm making him do this. Long wait to play them and the Leafs this season. No, the Leafs we started the season off against. So, long wait for the second game of the season against the Leafs. But, the Bruins is kind of crazy. We're in January and haven't faced the Bruins yet. Hughes will draft a European who knows how to use a stove just like last year. A very highly intensified shot at Kent Hughes. Yeah. JVAT, I think it's unfounded shot, but hey, it's your opinion. You're allowed. You just want to know which. I want to say this. How do I want to put it? Is it every year the first overall pick every year, without a doubt, has a great year the next year? Is that what? Because that's what you're kind of insinuating that's what happens, and Montreal wasn't able to do that, but it's not what happens. So, I don't understand. Is Shane Wright in the NHL lighting up the lamp like crazy? I don't understand what the argument is over this guy. But Pete, not as much on the post-game show. It's after hours. It's adult time. A little bit, we might swear a little bit, but not crazy amount. But yeah, you have to watch it a little bit. Not so bad. Another miracle win from the Laval Rocket. I don't follow them close enough to know, so I rely on you guys here to tell me about it. So I don't know. LOL. Hugh said that. Oh, okay. So I didn't know that was a shot at. I apologize, Jay Van. Did he really say that? Well, he's got a good sense of humor. He hears that a lot, and believe me, I've heard this or like that sentiment many times. I've read that on Twitter. That's why I thought that's where you were going. I didn't know he had said that though. So my apologies to you if I was a little snarky. But Cam, again, Shane Wright's not in the AHL because he's a bum. He's in the AHL because he's 18 years old and he still has to develop. And it wasn't a year where they said it was not the best draft year. So sorry, I don't know what the problem is. JFed, not that no one was NHL. Well, I mean, I guess that's part of it, right? It just wasn't, it wasn't the greatest draft class. That's all. Roy says also love that we beat the Leafs with a half an AHL lineup. If you look at a few years, a few of those guys will be NHL regulars. Is it an AHL lineup, or currently they got called up? What if Harvey Pinard ends up sticking around, not going back to the AHL? Again, I could see that happening. There's it was a shitty lineup and a lot of call-ups and young players, but yeah, I'm not going to insult my team by saying it was just an AHL lineup. There's some talented guys there. Javen, but that happens. Some years it's like that. Guys aren't. There's no one at the top that there's not NHL ready. I read that again. I'm not going to do that again. That's the second time or third time I'm reading that. Cam says he is a bum, and then he says nope, he can develop into a bigger bum. I don't think that's fair. He's 18 years old. I don't think that's fair to any 18-year-old kid. I really don't think that's fair at all. Pete says, oh yeah, an 18-year-old kid comes into the league and just picks up where he left off in the EuroLeague. Yep, an 18-year-old kid playing the Western game, he should just fit in seamlessly. Not any kid. Listen, it's not a knock on any 18-year-old kid that gets drafted and then needs a year, 2 or 3, or even longer sometimes to develop. It's not a knock on an 18-year-old kid. Can I stress that enough? I don't know. So tonight's game will have Jeremy Swayman in nets. I'm glad that it's not Allmark. And Montembeault, I saw a practice lineup for the Habs this afternoon. I got freaked out. They're not going to put Primo in there. Okay, they decided they're ruining Primo today, but they're not. They're putting Monty in. But I saw the lineup had Primo on top. Yikes. Again, you guys, it's not really fair on any kid, Connor Bedard included, to fully judge them for at least 3 to 5. I'd say 3 to 5 years. After 5 seasons, if a guy's still whatever, then okay. But no, not till then. That's in my opinion. You guys can do what you want. But I think you're really being, I don't know, you're just not being fair at all. And in the end, you guys will be the ones looking bad because a lot of the guys go like, yeah, they're bums. And we're faced off. They're going to turn out to be good NHL players, and you're going to be wrong. All right, we're underway. Montreal, Boston. Cam, for you, I understand him saying Montembeault. I get that. Listen, Montembeault's, he's showing he's an NHL goalie. You can laugh at that if you want, but I don't think that's funny. Okay, let's see how bad we're going to get our asses kicked. Almost a minute gone. We have not given up a goal. That's good. That's good. Cam has some major penis envy for Connor Bedard. What if you found out Connor Bedard was this big? You wouldn't have so much penis envy. All right, there's a whistle. I'm not even watching. You guys are more interesting right now to me than the game. Uh, Rory says I'm not worried about Slav at all yet, and I won't worry until we have a good roster to put around him. If he doesn't produce at that point, then I will worry. Yeah, I even listen. What if they get a great roster in 2 years and he's not producing yet? No, I'm still not worried. 5 years down the road, then maybe I'll start to worry about a guy. It's not fair. Guys could take longer to develop, especially if their coaches are saying everything's fine. We're like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. James Reyes, how you doing, man? Yeah, and this is a good point saying that Rocket have been playing good, and they're being coached in a very similar way or the same way, so that when they come up here, they are easy. They adjust a lot easier, which you're seeing. And people that were saying Jean-Francois Hull, they don't like him. He's not a good coach. He's not developing anybody. It's because you don't like his dad, because they are developed. He is developing guys, or these guys wouldn't be coming up here and being good. So far, the guys that they've called up that were under him at all last year, this year, have done well. So things are good in Laval. Things are good here in the right direction anyway. Hey, Grizz, how you doing? Ayo. Did I say that right? I don't know. Yeah, Montreal plays up to good teams and down to bad teams, although we're bad teams now. They've always done that. I think a lot of teams do that. That's all. I think after Saturday's game, I don't know if the Bruins are totally looking past Montreal because they could, if they were, they could realize or should be realizing that, hey, if we do that, these guys could catch us. So I don't think we'll see the same kind of game. A puck off a stick almost scored. We're almost 3 minutes in. Still no score. Just big hit on Marchand. Is that what happened? I don't know who did it. Was off camera. Well, Anthony, it's supposed to be a lottery, so I mean, I really don't think it's a case of it's decided on who gets it. Until there's proof of that happening, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, Montreal's got a shot to get the lottery, the first or the second. I don't see why not. David, I'm not sure what you're saying there, buddy. Yeah, Rory, don't even. We're in for more than one more season of rough hockey. Probably two. The Bruins guy had to tell the ref, hey, it went out, man. And the ref blew the whistle. It went out, it hit the net, and came back in. Um, Montreal looking good, just like the 94 Expos. 94 Expos. That was the year that baseball went on strike. Montreal probably would have been in the World Series and maybe won the World Series. And then they traded everybody. Fire sale time. Is that what you're talking about? I'm gonna watch for a minute and see how we're doing there. If we're still playing same kind of game as Saturday. From what I can tell, we're almost 4 minutes in. I mean, Montreal's doing okay. Kind of playing the same kind of game against Toronto and having similar results so far. They got to play smart hockey, like really play smart hockey, and let the offense take care of itself and play a defensive kind of smart game. Monty makes a save. I didn't see who got it. I was looking down when the shot came in. Hey, baby, how you doing, man? Baby says it's true. It's done by an independent. Oh, who is it? Hall gets taken down into the crease, and net comes off and all that. So they'll get that sorted out, and we'll have a face off there. Baby says it's the lottery done by an independent accounting firm, and if they got caught cooking the books, um, it would cost them millions. So Bettman cannot screw us over there. Doesn't mean like it can't happen out of the realm of possibilities, but you're right. It's not going to happen. Slappy Pickle, I'll do my best, but I don't know. Doubt I'm going to be doing play-by-play all night. So far, I haven't done any, so I apologize, but I'll do my best. Yeah, Brad, the Expo's coming back. I think that's out of the question now. David, now if you're living in the past though. 93, totally different management, that's for sure. All right, we're almost 5 minutes in. The shots are 2-1. There's no score. Boston up on one extra shot. So I think it's kind of like the Toronto game. It's Montreal's doing the same thing, keeping the shots down, blocking them up. From what I've seen so far, that's what I'm seeing. It's not that there aren't any chances, but so far Montreal doing a good job. Puck just went over the glass. We're gonna have a face-off. I don't know if it'll just be outside the Bruins line or inside, but that's where it went over. Yeah, Florida's pick though is it looks like it might make the playoffs, so might not be a great pick, like we were hoping for Lucas. No, I don't think there are any changes from last game, and they're playing that way as well. It is kind of a lot like Saturday's game. See, here come the Bruins from behind their net, over their line. The pass missed and went into the Habs zone. Behind the net right now, Kovacevic picks it up, sends it up to I didn't see who to Pezzetta, but Pezzetta couldn't handle that pass. Bruins got it in their own end. They get it out, but Montreal picks it up over the blue line. Here they come. Ooh, almost. Ulinen almost got a loose puck there in the slot. He's got it in the at the half wall against the boards, but Boston flips it up into the neutral zone. Who's good? Barron to I don't know who he's playing with. Back to Barron. Barron coming up, sends it up to Ulinen. He crosses the line, sends it around to the other side along the boards. Who is that? Didn't really keep it in there. Who's got it now? Boston's got it. Here they come. Off the boards to Pasternak at the line. He comes in, spins at the circle, cross ice. Now back to Pasternak. Is that him? At the point? Really? No, it was Clifton at the point. Pasternak now has shot went off a skate. Bruin got the I don't know how he got the puck, but he couldn't fire that. Flubbed it. It's back in the Bruins end. Doc almost picked it up and got away with it, but nope. Cross ice. Harris keeps it in. Doc to Pinard. Harvey Pinard. Oh, nice little pass to Dadonov in the crease, but Dadonov couldn't really handle that. Yeah, I don't know. My play sucking tonight. Hopefully you'll. That sucks, Rick. Light a joint and fuck. Try again. I don't know. I think I just swore. Did I? Okay, let's see what I missed. We don't have a bunch of centers. I think you're wrong about that. We're got a couple of centers out. Brad, this is a hockey game, not the Expos, man. Sorry, living in the past. You want to name all the Expos? Just arguing in the event we do end up winning the lottery. Arguing what? But odds are, if we end up a top 5 pick, we take Carlson or Dvorsky and then take a winger with Florida's pick. Yeah, but I don't know. Florida pick could be much later in the round. They might go after something different. A goalie potentially, if it's a late round pick. You can doubt we'll finish bottom 4, but if you look at the injuries and all that, it's going to start adding up big time soon. Well, mark my words, and they're going to drop. It's just the problem is there's so many teams on the bottom. I don't know if they can push through all that. Hey, Nathan, I've been good. You? I'm not sure what you're saying there, Nathan. I'm sorry. You got to rewrite that. James, I don't know. So far, so good. I guess nobody's doing much of anything, and I think I'm talking in the chat more. They had a good game last one, that's for sure. Dadnov with a chance, couldn't break through there though. Almost. This is a really similar game to Saturday's game. I hope they frustrate the Bruins as much as they frustrate the Leafs. You know. Okay, at the red line, Bruins have it. Up to the they can't cross the blue line with it. Harvey Pinard he lost it, and then Suzuki lost it. Bruins coming back. Here's Bergeron into the corner, around to the other side. Pinard is there. Harvey Pinard is there. Sends it behind the net. Matheson with it in the corner against 2 guys. Puck comes out to the circle. There was a one-time shot. Monty makes the save. It's back in the corner now. Suzuki. No, who's got it? Bruins come back. That looks like Marchand. Can't go around the defender. And there's a penalty. I did not see that happening. A hooking. I did not see that happen. Boston hooking. I don't know who. Marchand. Yep, Marchand with a hooking call. I mean, but don't get excited. It's the Habs power play, and it's against a really good PK. I don't expect them to be able to do much. It's going to shock me if we get a power play goal, but hey, shock me, Habs, shock me. They won't, though. It's unfortunate. Our PK, our power, wow. There's a lot of lumber in my tobacco that I use. That's what you're seeing. That's too much. Go away. Looked like my house was on fire. Yeah, I got rid of it there. Okay. So far they're playing in their own zone. Zaka with a shot. Monty, like he just rolled the puck away, overpowered the guys, and Monty makes the save, hangs on. So, like, are we on the PK? I thought we had a power play going. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, no, Rory, it wasn't lucky. They worked hard for that. But can they do that and sustain that every game? I don't know. But against Boston, I don't see why not. It's the same kind of rivalry and the same kind of but after that, it's going to get hard to maintain that without a doubt. It might be hard tonight to maintain it, but they're doing it so far. Nice pass by Dvorak to Andy. He couldn't really handle that. 2-on-1. Pitlick got back. Anyway, there was a third guy. Bruin came in. He got the shot. Monty makes the save, and we'll have a face-off there. It was almost a clean 2-on-1, and Pitlick got back. Rory, I 100% agree, but I don't think they have that yet. I don't think they have an abundance of centers here. I think that's what they're going to do is go with like two centers a line. Jackeye up to, I don't know who that is. Andy, cross ice to Andy. Andy dumps it into the corner. Devo goes in, gets it. Ulanin back to Devo. He centers it to Andy, but couldn't handle that. Gets to the point. Shot comes in wide. Boston gets it out. Here comes Marchand out of the box. Shot. Monty with the save. Beautiful. Monty making the save. Here come Montreal. Andy with a shot from the line. Saved by Swayman. He'll hang on. I forgot they were on the power play. Cam, you might be right as far as on the total roster, but I mean, there's a few guys injured. So, but you're right. When everybody is healthy, they have more than four centers, but a few of them are injured right now. But I think it's the way to win the middle. You have to have two guys on the line that can play center, that complement each other, that aren't exactly the same. And I think you can do, also when one guy gets thrown out, you got another center to take a draw, which is good. Oh, what did I don't know why I clicked that. I went to the bottom of I don't know how many I'm going to just start here. Dvorak not part of the future when this team truly ready contend. No, you're right. They'll move him in his last year. Yeah, Cam, I don't expect everything I say to be for you to agree with. I expect very little that I say about the game or the two teams that you actually would agree with. So, yeah, no worries. Let's get past that. Let's get past. I'm behind. Wow. Lucas, yeah. Well, it's Monty's taking advantage of the situation and the opportunity given him, and he's at a point in his career at that. I guess that he's at the right age, just about to enter his prime, and he's taking advantage of it with really good, solid play. Well, you might not have liked Monty, but you can't deny that he's playing well. Hoffman would have shot right off the draw. Nice. I think Doc just tried to wrap around. Swayman makes the save. Got a whistle there. One thing I noticed is I guess if you guys wonder why some of the talk about like the future draft, all that stuff, I get, I don't know, salty about it. It's like enjoy the season. We're not there yet. Enjoy the game. No word on price, Cam. Nothing. No new word. Steven, Montreal playing very much like Saturday's game. So far, so good. It's early, but yeah, it's a lot like Saturday's game. Hey, Savka, I feel like it's been a while. How you doing, man? Good to see you. I'm doing good. So we got 8:39 left here in the first. 6-3. That's the shots on goal. Favor of Boston. No score. Montreal won the draw here. It's in the corner. Ulanov and Hoffman. Knock Clifton out of the way, but Boston gets it and comes back. Dumped into Montreal's corner. Let's see. They're fighting for it in the corner. Boston come up with it so far. Greer, I think, up to the point. Shot from Clifton was wide. It's in the corner, the other side. Habs doing a good job, at very least, getting the sticks in the way, not giving them a lot of, just like against Toronto, not giving them a lot of lanes to shoot at. And, sweeping things away from in front of the net. Monty makes a save. Puck is gone. Like that kind of thing. Okay, with Suzuki with a wrist shot. Swayman makes a save. Hang on to that. We'll have a face off there. I didn't really see the whole thing take place. Jeff Molson having to sit through the game with Gary Bettman must be just. I bet you after this game, Molson goes and takes a shower. He'll need to. We got Belzile taking a draw here to the left of Swayman. And kind of is like Boston comes up with it, but neither team won that draw. Neither guy. It's in the corner from Montreal. Edmondson along the boards. Well, Habs pick it up, come out. Harvey Pinard had it. He took a hit, gave the puck away, but Montreal's got it back again behind their net. I don't know who that is. Barron? I want to say that's Barron. Barron comes up the ice with it, sends it into behind the Bruins net. And there's a collision behind the net, and the puck pops out over the glass. We'll have a face-off there. Jeffy kissing the weasel's ass. I mean, does he have a choice? Well, I'm glad you had a holiday. Not glad that you got sick, but I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I figured you guys you lose it. I listen, don't blame you. Slaps out most of the rest of the season. I'm not surprised if you lose a bit of interest. I'd be the same way. They're all still out. Monahan is practicing now, so he should be back in soon. Soonly. Lucas, but maybe he's just doing like, he's doing the work so that Bettman doesn't stick his hand in that. If anybody's worried, I mean, maybe that. I doubt it. Joe, no, Monahan not yet. He's practicing, but not in the lineup yet. So we got 6:25 to go here in the first. I thought that I heard a whistle. Habs have it. Well, it's in the Boston zone. It pops out though, and it was at the red line. I don't know. Habs tried to send it back in. I think it popped out and popped in. Like I don't know why the whistle. Oh, no, that's not okay. I thought they were saying a penalty. No penalty. All right. Anderson's been good the last few games. Gotta say, he's stepped up. Okay, so it's Doc and Krejci. Krejci gets tossed. Is that Pasternak taking the draw? They won. Boston wins the draw. Let's see. Yeah, gets sent up along the boards into Montreal's end. Who's got it? Montreal steals that there. Pass up to Doc. Sort of got intercepted. Sort of. He ends up losing it. Boston coming back up, sends the puck into Montreal's end, but guy got hit and taken off that. Montreal sends it back the other way. Defenseman to defenseman, then up along to Krejci. Is that Krejci? Who is that? Yeah, I think so. Anyways, Montreal in the corner with their puck. Harris behind his net, waiting for some changes, I think. And he dishes off to the left. Kovacevic, his pass to Pizzetta, got away from Pizzetta, goes into, at the half wall. Boston picks that up, sends it up over the line, but Dvorak intercepted that behind the net to Pizzetta. Pizzetta, I don't know who he passed that to. They lose it at the circle. Here comes Boston, 2-on-1. Greer takes a shot wide. Well, where's the puck? Habs just keeping it away from Boston. It's in the corner now, along the boards. Harris gives it to Kovacevic. Careful. He backhands it to Harris. Gets behind the net again. Guys are changing up. Everybody's out now. To the right this time. I don't know what happened there. He tried to stretch pass. They get it back, though. Harris with it again behind the net. Comes out. Stretch pass up to Andy. It bounced off his stick, but he picked it up again. Shot from the circle. Hit something. And Boston has it now. They're going to come out. Over Montreal's line. Stop. Pass to the middle. Nice play by Andy to get back behind the guy and get the puck away. Here comes Suzuki with a breakaway and a shot and a save by Swayman. Yeah, he was alone at the circle. Yeah, he took a quick shot and Swayman. Not a hard save for Swayman. Was that Zaka? I couldn't. Yeah. I don't know the numbers in some of these guys' names, so sorry about that. I saw what the NHL announcers they get these sheets with it's big with the numbers and the names, like it's easy. Yeah. Plus, I don't know. I'm getting old, so I don't see it as well from there. I gotta get new glasses, and sometimes I can't tell who it is by the number. So, oh well, I do my best. I do my best. All right, we got a TV timeout, by the way. So far, no score in this game. It looks like we're going to get out of this first period again. No score. Hopefully, we're almost there. Very similar to Saturday's game. Montreal doing if not exactly the same thing to Boston as they did to Toronto, it's really close. So if they can sustain this all game, this could be a pretty good game again that way. And a surprise, totally outmatched Habs team keeping in the game with Boston this time. Yeah, Cameron, I know some memorize but they have these sheets to go fall back on. I mean, I don't get paid what they do, so I'm not spending that kind of time to do that every game because I don't know. I don't know if I can anymore remember that kind of stuff. Like if I was acting, I'd need cue cards, like without a doubt. I'm not memorizing all that shit anymore. Nope. My brain is overstuffed now. Okay, we're almost back here. Montreal wins the draw. Given back to Boston, then given right back to Montreal. Look at that. It's the giveaway game. Look at that. That's what's going on. Just back and forth quickly. Still, here comes Boston's breakout now. They're through the neutral zone. Bergeron, side of the net, pass to Marchand. I don't know how. I guess Montreal got a stick on that. They're just getting their sticks in there, doing a good job tonight. That was really close. Marchand had an open net there. Suzuki strips the puck away. It was breaking up there. I didn't see from who. They're just doing a really good defensive job here tonight, Montreal. That's all they got. That's what they're working with. Oh, my nose is itchy now. Hey, Julien Gilles. No, Matt's not with me tonight. No, he doesn't live with me. My oldest son lives with me. Matt's in Boston. I'm in Montreal. Matt's grounded. He can't come to the phone. I thought he might. He said something about maybe going to the game tonight. I was thinking it was in Boston, not really thinking. And I realized it's not coming to Montreal. Yeah, but I don't know where he is. He told me he probably wasn't going to be in for this one. Hoffman with a quick shot. Save Swayman. 2:15 to go here in the first. Shots are 7-7. No score. This is it's so similar to Saturday's game. Harvey Pinard with he got stopped just trying to break into the net. Oh, well, speak of the devil. Somebody just popped into my ear. Hey, Matt, we were just talking about you, man.
I can see that.
That's funny. I thought you had said you were maybe going to the game, and then I realized a few days later that, but that's in Montreal. So I didn't know what the hell was
it here? I'm probably going to the game.
Oh, maybe that's what you were talking about. I confused that.
Oh, wow! David Savard, what a play!
What time you got on there?
Oh, I'm probably way ahead of you. I'm on Nesson.
What is the first period over?
No.
Well, so I'm at 1:26 left.
I mean, it might be. I'm not. I got 1:26.
There you go. We're not that far apart. They're playing exactly like Saturday, man. They're stifling them somehow.
Monty's looked great. Monty's looked really good.
Monty's been good. Yeah, no, Monty's playing well. They're getting sticks in the way, shutting down lanes. They're doing what they got to do.
I'm at 105 right now.
You're 15 seconds ahead of me.
Shoot! Just missed the net.
Oh, remember, you're the one suffering. I'm doing play-by-play, so you can't do all that. Got to sit there and make no faces and do nothing. By the way, your buddy Cab's in the room.
Oh, he texted me saying he was going to be in it.
bad-mouthing you the whole time. The whole time talking so horribly about you. It's crazy. I don't know.
I'm not surprised.
He hasn't been. Yeah. Oh, hit the crossbar, man. Close to right there in the corner. He tried to pick the corner. Who was that? Belzile did that? Wow. So I got it. 50 seconds left in the first. I think the Bruins are even saying there's no way they're getting out of this period when we didn't score. I don't know. I wouldn't. I tell you, there's no way. I would not have. No, but there's no score yet in the game. Wouldn't have thought that after one. Two games in a row. 2 games in a row. It's amazing.
Especially against the Bruins. I had zero expectations for this game.
Well, I mean, listen, in the league, Toronto's not that far behind the Bruins. It's 2 games in a row against 2 of the top teams. They're playing.
But one's the Leafs, one's the Bruins.
No, I get that, but it's the same kind of rivalry, right? You're looking at the rivalry on it.
No, absolutely.
They're shutting them both down so far. Knockwood, a lot of hockey, but we said this all last game, and they managed it. I don't know how. With the exact same kind of game. So they had a game plan. They said, hey, it's going to work against Boston, and so far, so good. I don't know. We haven't talked. So I don't know if you know about Pete and I, our the next game. We're doing our first post-game show. Did I tell you about that? I don't know. Am I shocking you?
No, you haven't told me. But
yeah, right.
I've been away for a bit.
No, I know. No, but anyways, it's post-game. There's no way you'd be doing a post-game show. Am I right? Oh, look, he's mad at me.
Well, no, I mean some nights. That's the end of the first.
Oh, anytime you want. Yeah, but I wouldn't think of doing a post-game show during the week when you gotta work.
Well, right.
That's what I'm talking. We're all going to be doing this during the week. It's not going to be weekend. I don't think. Anyway.
I'm not on the
and you're not on the weekends anyway. So usually, so anyway, just let you know, Thursday first one.
No, that's cool.
So we got the we're in intermission. We got like 15 minutes to talk about whatever anybody out there wants to talk about. And Matt and I are here to answer your questions. If this is Bergeron's last dance, he's going out still near the top of his game. I kind of dare think that if they win a cup this year, I would think he'd stay. Or would you think he'll go out on top or stay another year?
If the Bruins win the cup, I think he'll retire.
Yeah,
Krejci definitely will retire if they win.
Krejci, either way, I would think
Krejci. I don't have a shadow of a doubt. Bergeron, maybe. I think if they don't win the cup, I think he might sign another 1-year deal. But
that's what I think. Well, I kind of think either way. I think if he this is what I'm going to say. If he feels that any moves they made at the deadline open their window for another year, I think he stays. How's that?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Like any moves they make for next year, if he believes that their window is still open, which very likely could be if they make right. If they get Horvat, like there's guys out there they could get to really extend that a little bit.
Well, the other important thing is David Pastrnak still doesn't have a contract extension yet for next year. So that's got to be done.
True.
I don't know how that's going. I know it's been amicable. Like I know they're talking back and forth. I just don't. Other than that, I just don't know.
Well, I mean, if they don't sign him by the deadline,
but he's going to probably get the double-digit millions. I mean, it wouldn't shock. Yeah. Cam and I have actually talked about it. We're comfortable and probably going to be around 11 million. Probably
they could lose him for nothing. They could literally lose him for nothing. Because look, if they're going for a cup, they're not trading him at the deadline.
Well, right. Yeah, so 10, 750. Yeah.
Right? No, if they don't resign him, though.
Right around where we said.
So no, but the question of could they resign? I gotta think that they're gonna resign him because even if they don't, like, even if they plan to say maybe trade him and they work out a list or whatever, right? You gotta resign him because otherwise you lose him for nothing. That's a real conundrum right there that they're gonna face.
I want to look at their cap hit too because they just signed Zaka to an extension.
But they're not trading Pasta before the playoffs.
No.
So they're stuck. They're stuck of either a sign and trade or sign and keep.
What do they get coming off the book? I mean,
wow,
they got a good amount of money coming off the books.
Yeah, they'll probably be able to afford it. But I mean,
by a good amount of money, I mean about 80% of their team is coming off the books. On offense, anyway. Defense, they're fine. But
what a conundrum, though, to have for a guy like that, right? You can't move him at the deadline because you're gonna, you're making a run for the cup, and then you're gonna lose him afterward. So yeah, they're gonna sign him.
They will. The issue is going to be what are they going to have for money left over? Because
maybe it'll be a sign and trade, but maybe it could be a sign and trade. But they got to sign him and trade him at that point because you can't let him walk for nothing. I mean, if you do, that's really going to kick your team in the ass for the next.
I mean, they'll have the money next season. The issue,
so they'll sign him. I think the issue, does he want to stay? That's all, right?
I think. I mean, he does. I mean, Boston's his home, but I mean, right now the Bruins have $33,491 in cap room.
Yeah, but like that's neither here nor there.
They'll kick it next year, but they got, counting him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So let me ask you this then: how would they
6 UFAs and then they got 3 RFAs?
How would they acquire Horvat at the deadline? They'd have to give up guys on the roster. I mean, you acquire Horvat at the deadline. Now you change your team going into the play. Like, I don't know. That might not make sense.
Cap might go up by $4.5 million, Cam. That's
the
hope.
If they pay off,
it all depends on the escrow.
If they pay off the escrow, it does. If they don't pay it all off, it doesn't go up by 4.
Right. But you're right. If they want, because what the hell is Horvat's contract right now?
Well, Horvat's going to get what, $9 million more? Maybe.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, because the Bruins have been linked with him. But if they
they have been.
I'm just trying to think of what the money going back would have to be.
Well, who would have to
make
go back?
It work? Because they got a bunch of guys on like 3, 3.5, 3.
Yeah, it might not. It might not make sense for them to do that because it could change the whole team.
So he's 5.5. So who would the Bruins? I just don't know who the Bruins would send back in return to make them.
Well, they got to send back $5.5 million somewhere. Let's see what's being said. Cam says no teams that are contenders could afford him. I kind of agree with that because
I agree too.
I don't see how it's too big a price to pay. And then are you still contenders really after that? Probably not. So yeah, I don't see that really happening. They could he says Zaka, they could trade him 4 years at 4.75.
Zaka, they're not trading. They just signed him to an extension. They're not going to.
They're not trading him. So they'll make their moves in the offseason. They'll make their moves.
Well, like I said, they're going to have a bunch of money coming off. But
So don't really expect to see them.
80% of their team is coming off the.
You kind of don't expect them to do too much at the trade deadline. Then is what I'm kind of getting at. Let's see. Bettman has announced there is a 99% chance it is. Oh, is that one of his announcements today? Well, that's good news.
That is really good news.
But it's still not 100%, and he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't trust a lot of what he says anyway, so I don't know. Lucas says also, I don't think a contender could afford Horvat. Vancouver's going to have to try to swap star for star with a lower caliber team. Yeah, probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, do you think I care? If it hurts their team, good for them. The owners deserve it. they can go F themselves after the way they treated Bruce Boudreau. And
Oh,
I'm no big
seriously.
Bruce Boudreau fan, but man, that was really horrible what they did to him.
Seriously. And I've heard Bruce Boudreau is actually like a really, really good guy.
That's what they say. So yeah, it was really it was horrible to watch what he had to go through. He handled it well, and kudos to him for that. But and like I don't know much about Rick Tocchet's personal what he's like, but man, it's either he's so desperate for a job that he doesn't care. I mean, how do you go take a job from a team that just did that to another coach? So
Seriously.
either he's just that desperate, he's stupid, or he's a piece of shit too. One of the two. He's not a great coach. So Cam's saying Horvat for a first round pick. I guess this is from the Bruins and Fabian Lysell,
John
and
Beecher,
John
and Mike
Beecher
Riley.
and Mike Riley, and Vancouver retains half.
The problem is I don't think they have the room to retain half. When I looked, they didn't have any cap room.
So, well, but no, retaining half. So that's on their cap already.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean that would make it work, but then the issue is then the Bruins farm system is really kaput. That moves them from like 29th in the league to 32nd.
I think a few teams can't afford the price that is being asked right now. And believe me, teams that can, like, how many of it, would make sense? Like maybe Arizona. Like, I don't know. He must have a list where he must have a modified no trade. Guy like Horvat, you got to figure probably does. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. It's an interesting situation.
No, it is. I mean, let's see. Who the hell is coming off? So for the Bruins coming off the books after this year, Pasternak, Nick Foligno, Craig Smith, Bergeron, Thomas Nosek, Trent Frederick, David Krejci, Mike McLaughlin, and Una Kapanen. All on offense.
Yeah. No, listen, it's a big turnover. It's one of the reasons
McLaughlin, that'll get done. That'll be cheap. Same thing with Kapanen. Those are both RFAs.
And you forgot Bergeron. Bergeron too coming off.
Bergeron, yeah.
That's a lot of money, but I mean they're gonna sign guy. I mean
they will, but that's all that money's gonna come off, and then
that's why the off season. Boston will be busy.
I mean, I'd assume they'll probably be able to re-sign. So, I think Foligno loves playing here. It wouldn't shock me if Foligno returns.
Some of them will get re-signed, but I mean, they'll have a lot of money. They'll be busy in the off season.
But half of that money's going to go to David Pasternak, right? If they give him, I think, like Cam said, it's between 10 and 3/4 and 11 million, somewhere around there. So then you got 11 million to play with. Bergeron will be cheap if they resign him to another 1-year deal. Probably be around the same what he got this year.
Yeah, in other words, more than likely their window is closed because they won't be able to afford to keep it open.
I mean, it'll be interesting, but and then the other issue is they have nothing in the farm, right? So,
Yeah. And Cam says Toronto can't afford anything either. I hope they do it, though. I hope Toronto does it and screws themselves even harder in the long run. Don't you? Hope they go for Horvat, sign him to $9-10 million. And then what? But
that would tell me Austin Matthews is going to walk because they're not going to have the money for him.
Yeah. Still. Arizona Coyotes winning the 2023 Stanley Cup. You didn't tell me Cam was totally bonkers. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, he is.
I didn't know that. Now I know that.
He's friends with me.
Yeah, well, now I know that. With that, he didn't put an LOL. It's obviously he wants you to take him seriously. He's crazy. I didn't know. I didn't watch it, Lucas. I don't usually watch a game after I'm done like this. But yeah, and I didn't want to. I felt bad for Boudreaux, and yeah, I didn't need to see all that.
Yeah. I loved what the fans though in Vancouver did for him in the last game there.
Fans were classy. I don't blame anything on fans or players. It's freaking management and ownership.
Yeah, Jim Rutherford sucks.
Did you know who scored? Okay, so Bruce Boudreaux's very first goal as a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs, as a matter of fact, his very first NHL goal was scored against Jim Rutherford. Now you gotta wonder. I might be wrong, but you gotta wonder, did Jim Rutherford hold some sort of a grudge all of these years later and got an opportunity to do this and be part of this? I'm not saying it's the reason it was done, but I wonder how much Jim Rutherford enjoyed this because of that. If he's a grudge holding piece of shit like that. I don't know. I'm not saying he is, but it's an interesting fact, though, that to find out after Boudreaux scored his first NHL goal against Rutherford. So, yeah. Boudreaux to Detroit. Maybe Ottawa? I hear rumors they're going to fire Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm really behind in the comments, I think. Cameron says he clearly has too much to say. His fingers are getting carpal tunnel. Your fingers don't get it. It's your wrists. So just to say, we would go from 29th to 33rd. What does that mean?
We're going to talk if they traded Lysell and John Beecher. Because that's it. That's really their whole farm system. But then again, that's the issue, right?
Yeah, right.
So, again, right, say they don't win the cup this year, right? Obviously, Pasternak's going to get 10 to 11 million, right? So that's half of what's coming off that's half of what basically half of what they're going to have.
Yeah.
In the offseason. I agree with him. I think Craig Smith and Nick Foligno probably return to Boston on cheaper deals. Bergeron probably does resign. Krejci, again, I'm not sure, 1,000% sure on. But again, after that, it's almost bargain bin shopping, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
nobody in the farm. Fabian Lysell's, I don't think he's ready to come up.
Well, that's why their window closes. This is why their window closes, and then they got to turn into race to the bottom, get the draft picks to fill up.
It's going to be a free fall.
Yeah,
whenever they go into their rebuild, because they don't have a farm system, they're going to be in free fall.
Listen, it's the same thing for the Leafs and any Leafs fans who think it's any different. I don't think so. It's kind of the same thing. They're going to hit this kind of a conundrum real soon with their top guys, and I don't think they gave away draft picks left and right, and I don't think they have the farm system either. So, same thing. Mm-hmm. Not the way to go, but it's the way to go if you're going to win a cup or two. If you don't,
well, that's the thing, right? Like if they're out in the first round again this year,
well, yeah.
I mean, heads are going to have to roll because, Brendan Shanahan's going to look at this and go, guys, what the hell are we doing? We just wasted about 6 years of the prime of these four guys here.
Yeah.
John Tavares isn't getting any younger. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Shouldn't they? His head should roll too, Shanahan.
Something's would have to give. I mean, it's like.
BL says Elliot Friedman said that Bo Horvat for Dylan Larkin deal might be in play because Detroit and Larkin are having trouble closing out a deal. That's interesting. That's the kind of thing they're going to have to do to make it to move him.
Steven, I think you're dead on. This is exactly Rick and I both said he's going to probably end up right around that number. And I think I think it's a no-brainer. I mean, I think if he wasn't hurt, I think he's easily eclipsing 40, 45 goals this year. I think he does it easily.
Wait a second. If he's not hurt, he's probably he's probably looking at hitting 40 anytime now. And then that opens up 60, not 50. Caulfield, literally unhurt, uninjured, could have chased 60 this year.
Honestly, yeah.
Not honestly, yeah. Look at the numbers. Yeah. For sure. I'm not saying he would have hit 60, but I'm sorry. You got to believe that if he wasn't hurt for 18 games, his goals total would be up into the mid 30s now, at least. Yeah.
He'll either get 8-8 or probably 8-7-5. Or he might even get the exact same contract Suzuki has.
Interesting thing here. I don't usually listen to the radio, TSN 690 a lot anymore. But I was listening to something for whatever reason, and in that conversation with, I think it was Brian Wild, they talked about the contract and got me thinking that it could be bigger than we think. They're pretty much all in agreement that it's going to be around 9. I'm not there yet, but I'm re-looking at it. We're third.
Honestly though, I wouldn't hate. I don't know if I wouldn't even hate that. I think it's a lot, but for what he could be on pace to do in his career, I don't really hate that number.
And if you think about it,
I hate that number.
One thing that explains a little bit of why they didn't shut Caulfield down is his desire to be out there and score goals and get that big contract. So it's very likely that, like for me, I could have read him wrong and that he's going to take a hit for the team and maybe he's out for the big contract. I don't know. We're going to find out. They're working on it right now. So
they'll hammer it out.
So we're almost a minute in. Still no score. Shots are 11-7, favor of Bruins.
They need to work it out because if he's an RFA in the free agency, I'm going to need blood pressure medication.
No, they're signing him.
Every time I go on Twitter, my blood pressure is going to fucking go through the roof.
They're signing him. You know what? It could change is this in this way, in my opinion. A bridge deal could be a possible thing. Because if you're looking at 9 million, 10 million, anyway, they might say, listen, we'll give you a little less for a couple of years and we'll take the chance on, they're going to have to pay him a lot anyway. In 3 years, the cap is up by a lot and they'll be able to afford 12 million for him. They may look at it like that.
The cap goes up $4.5 million this year. Then I really don't hate 9. I mean, he's got to be extended.
Well, there's another thing, right?
They're not going to have to qualify him. They'll extend him before the.
If they know that the cap's going up this year by 4 million, 4.5, then that's a different story. That's right. Then they might go, yeah, we can do that then, because he's not getting away from them. And if he does, then fire them all because that's ridiculous.
He has to sign the qualifying offer. If he doesn't sign it, he can be offer sheeted.
He's going to be signed before any of that needs to be done.
Oh yeah, no. Absolutely.
Okay,
this isn't friggin' KK we're talking about here. We're talking about, a future star in this team and in this league.
We're talking about an elite hockey player. As opposed to...
We're talking about, arguably, for the next 10, 12 years, one of, if not the most prolific goal scorers in the game.
At the time of his injury, he was 11th overall in the NHL in goals. So without that injury, knowing he'd have more goals, he'd have been like right up there in the top 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah.
That's the guy. So that's what's going. I don't think the Habs are going to go, well, listen, you didn't do that, though, this year. They know it. They're going to pay him for it, I think. I think I'm going to change. I'm going to change my guess and say he's going to get probably 8-5. Maybe more. Plus the difference in taxes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Boldy got 7 million in Minnesota. Caulfield's a better hockey player than Boldy all around. I mean, overall, I think, I think so.
And Suzuki doesn't strike me as someone that'll get irritated over something.
He's not going to get irritated.
No.
I really don't think he has the ego for that.
They're best buds. He'll be fine.
One of the reasons he's the captain. I don't think he has the ego to be jealous of the other guys. I think that's one of the reasons they picked him.
For sure.
All right, we're a little over 3 minutes in. We'll get to this Bruins. Oh, a guy flubbed a shot, a one-timer from the point.
Oh, he didn't flub it. His stick blew up.
His stick blew up. Okay, there you go.
And
it's true, though. His stick blew up. It's back in Montreal's end.
Three standing next to the stick.
Arbor.
It didn't pick it up until the puck hit it. Why didn't he pick it up when the puck was in the Bruins zone?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
I didn't
now
notice
he picked it up.
So this puck's going back. They're going back and forth. Good pace, though, so far.
Oh, yeah.
And Montreal, again, this is still like the Leafs game. They are doing the same thing, and they've got the same game plan, obviously. It's obviously a defensive approach, and let the offense work off of the defense. Any offense they're going to get, and it's working.
Going to the power play.
Penalty about to happen. Right there, tripping on Andy.
All right. Yeah, so, Cam, unfortunately, Monahan's making $5.5 million right now, and we're not retaining salary on that. So,
no, listen, Monahan. The only reason Monahan wouldn't get traded is because he's injured and he doesn't come back. If he comes back and plays well, he's getting traded. That's just the reality of being, the NHL. You got to move an asset. And instead of losing him for nothing, it's not good asset management to lose a player, especially of that quality, for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as Jonathan Drouin goes, I don't think that's the same thing. I think if they have to, they're going to be fine to take the loss.
I mean, to get rid of him, they'll eat some of his salary for the rest of the year. Yeah. It's up after this year anyway.
No, what I mean by that is if they can't find a move for him, I don't think they're going to stress over that.
No, they'll cut their losses.
That's it. So you got to sometimes just cut your losses and walk away. Pens and Panthers.
Holy Moses! What a save by Montembeault on Pasternak.
All right. Looking for that.
Wow, what a stop. I don't know how the hell that puck didn't go in the net. I really don't. That's save of the night.
Oh, wow, beautiful with his pad. You know what? I don't know if you remember. We've talked about this. Monty was starting to look really good going side to side. He's good going side to side. Don't you find? Where some years that was a Carey Price weakness, if I remember, especially lately with the knee, right? Monty's strong going, so I find.
He's looking like
he's locked in.
Side to side wise, like prime Carey Price-esque. That was Carey Price's bread and butter.
Right. Before the injury, after the injury, not as right. No, he's tracking the puck well. Monty is becoming a good goalie. And it's not a surprise that it could happen. He's 26. He's just coming into his prime. He's a goalie. This is when this should be happening for a guy like this. I'm glad to see it is. We're almost halfway through this power play.
Be super dope if he could develop into something. Whoa, get back. Good defense. Who's that? Was that Arbor?
No, I don't know. But remember, this is the number 3 power play, I think, in the league. So this is a good power play. Right now, Montreal holding them off.
Oh, another great play at the line. I didn't see who made that. 30. Well, not yet. Now 30 seconds left to go in the power play. Oh, another stop by Montembeault. Man, it'd be nice to see him develop into something that we don't have to worry about finding a goalie in a few years.
By the way, Matt, you do the play-by-play this period. Just go with it for now, and I'll do it in the search.
All right, here's Krejci. Back to someone I don't know. Fired over across his Krejci again. Coyle in the middle. Coyle's shot. Stopped by Montembeault. And the power play's over. Good kill. Oh, that's
Just about
Lindblom,
over.
I
It's
think.
over now for me too. Yeah, that was a
Taylor
good
Hall
kill.
up the middle. Intercepted.
These young kids.
Kovacevic's having a decent game.
It's crazy how well they're stepping up. Hey, these young guys. It's crazy how well they're stepping up. Just getting the sticks in the way. Just really good stick work.
Good forecheck here.
I just hope they can frustrate the Bruins the way they did the Leafs, because they frustrated the Leafs completely by the third period.
Ooh, I don't know who's 56.
Ullinen, and that's the right way to say it. By the way, that's from his mouth.
Oh, so not Ullinen?
It's Ullinen. Yeah, he's asked everybody to start saying it that way too.
Cool.
He has asked that. That's why we know how to say it.
Arbor fires! It's blocked.
Ullinen's really looking good. He's starting to come into his own here. I think the points will start coming.
Hoffman through the middle. It's a good break up there, but I don't know who that was.
Because as bad as the Habs can get,
maybe I don't know.
They should still score goals, and these guys should still get points, even if they're a bad team.
Marchand overskates the puck in the corner. Suzuki with it.
Ooh,
tries to get it up the boards. Can't do it. Marchand's in the way. Puck's flipped out. Hoffman hits Suzuki. Suzuki's got Hoffman. Suzuki's going to hold up play. All the way back into the Habs zone. That's Davisova.
I haven't noticed this.
Yep, that's a penalty. Nick Suzuki just got destroyed. And
okay?
And here comes Mike Pizzetta. Mike Pizzetta says, touch him again, you're dead.
I just saw it.
Yeah,
penalty. At least there's a penalty on that. And I'm glad if Pizzetta's stepping up here. Way to go.
Yeah, Forbert. They're lucky Arbor is not on the ice. Arbor would have killed him.
Oh, Pizzetta wants to kill him.
They're lucky Arbor. Cam, I'm telling you right now, you're lucky Arbor Xhekaj wasn't on the ice because Forbert would have been dead. He would have been dead.
Forbert might have to answer for that later. Right? Good on Pizzetta. No hesitation.
I got in there too. The way my laptop's set up, it kind of blocks the bottom of my TV screen, but I saw somebody get smoked.
Oh, he got smoked big time. He's okay. He was smiling there at Pizzetta, telling him thanks for stepping up. That was really nice. So he looks like he's okay. Okay, let's scroll down here and get. Oh, Jesus! I'm sorry, you guys, with the comments tonight. I'm behind.
Yeah, no, Forbert was ready to drop the gloves. I wish the referees let him go.
They'll give. I mean, Arbor's going to give him an opportunity. I'm just looking through some of these comments to see if I missed anything that I wanted to get to. BL, that's true, but there's small guys in the league for many years. They have long careers. His shoulder apparently will be stronger than so, as long as they don't rush him back, which they're not going to, because he'll be healing mostly in the off season anyway. So yeah, I think he'll be okay. I mean, you don't know. How do we know? But it's not going to stop them from signing him. Because also there'll be insurance on his contract. So if he has something like that, they're insured.
Oh, yeah, that's interference.
Is that what the penalty is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That was interference. That's right.
Definitely interference. The hit's fine. It's not a dirty hit, but it's interference. 2 Bruins in the box.
Big hit.
In the box, so it's going to be a 4-on-3.
So who's
Hoffman?
Where did those penalties come from? The offsetting ones.
There's some pushy shovey after the play. Hoffman with it.
No, it's 5-on-4.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, they must have been. I guess they put him in the box for fighting. Hoffman in front of the net. The rebound score on the power play. It's Kirby Dack. 1-0 Montreal.
I'm gonna go crazy in a sec. Beautiful. Boom. Sharp angle shot, but made no mistake about that. Awesome. Wow, Montreal goes up 1-0. It's even better than the Leafs game. Doc with the goal. That's his 9th, I think, on the season. On a points perspective, Doc will definitely pass Caulfield. He is 7 points behind, now 6. So he's going to pass him on total points.
Very nice.
Power play goal as well. I couldn't
quite tell if that puck hit Suzuki's stick or not. I couldn't tell.
As unlikely as that seemed.
I couldn't tell, but I think it's a.
Well, I haven't seen the replay really yet. Or if they did, I didn't watch it.
Lonin around. It's Alex Belzile for Avi Pina. Shot on wide. It's nice to see Avi Pina get his first goal the other night.
When do you think the Bruins are going to start getting a little bit shaken by this?
Big blast! Oh, wide of the net. It's Belzile. Pina Belzile gloved by Swayman.
Ooh. They're starting to get better of the play. I'm telling you, this is looking like against the Leafs when the Leafs were up 2-0 though. When Montreal started to come back, this is as crazy how they're putting together these two games. So decimated. But listen, it's not sustainable. I think a lot to do with the rivalry, stepping up for the rivalry as well, that we're seeing
this right
here.
This right here by BL. Exactly. Really don't care what we do with the rest of the games, but if we beat the Bruins and we beat the Leafs, I'm a very happy boy.
That's what I said. Leafs and Bruins, I don't care about the freaking tank or anything like that. It's the Bruins and the Leafs you want to win.
Yeah, those games you want to win.
This is their playoffs this year. These games.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, that's going to be nice. That's going to go the length.
Bruins don't get frustrated. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, Cam. Nothing happened with Jack yet.
Here's Edmondson with it along the sidewall. Plays it under. And Stadnov getting hammered along the boards. Doc in there too. Still fighting for it. Stadnov comes up and then throws it to the middle. Goes through. Shot on. It's tipped wide by Kirby Dack. Who's got the puck. Tried to throw a sauce in front. The Bruins are going to break. Partial 3-on-2. In front. And who is that? McAvoy couldn't corral it. Grizzly, McAvoy. Pasternak stopped by Monty and Sluice. Krejci in behind. Habs come up with it. Offen's going to throw it behind. Doc's there.
Nice passing.
Good forecheck. Grizzly. Misses Bergeron with the pass. His Pasternak. Over to Bergeron. Marchand in the middle. Savard says, "Sit down, you little rat." So back pass. Who is that? It's Harris. Over to Savard. And dumped in. And the play is whistled offside.
Bruins looking like they're getting shooken. There was one thing I wanted to. Where is it? Cooper. I don't really want to talk about the doomsday clock. But yeah, the doomsday clock at the closest to midnight we've ever been. Is it real? Yeah, there's a thing. Marchand gets frustrated. The Bruins don't. Well, when I said that Habs are frustrating them, I'm not necessarily saying they're all going to act like they're frustrating. They're frustrating them on the ice, yes. Bruins should be dominating this game. Hey, Sean, I'm not scared to say Bruins are good. Just it's crazy how good the Habs are playing against them tonight, doing the things they need to do, playing a really good, solid defensive game, and letting their offense come off of that. And right now, they're kind of dominating on the offensive side, not on the scoreboard, but I'm saying in the pressure in the offensive zone. It's very much like Saturday's game. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, J-Fed. A little better than the way I said it. But I mean, it's a real thing, like a thing, whatever. If he's reading about it, that's a thing. But it's not it's not a tangible thing you can touch.
What, the doomsday clock?
Yeah. We're at 90 seconds.
All the doomsday clock is, it just basically kind of says, like, all right, like, this is
closest we've ever been to nuclear war.
I think only by about 30 seconds, though.
Yeah,
so it's closer, but
and it can fall backward. It's just that right now.
All it is basically saying is, like, based on what we've kind of seen this past year, this is where this is where we're gonna put it. But things change all the time. It's cute. I think it was like a was it 90 seconds during the Cuban Missile Crisis? It was really it might have. I don't know.
No, this is the closest we've ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But cooler heads prevailed then, and I think they prevail now.
Hopefully.
I think so.
Could be a turn in the war. Ukraine's getting 200 tanks.
Yeah, I think from Poland.
That's going to make a huge difference. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully Ukraine overcomes this and kicks the shit out of them.
I still stand by my kind of take on it. I think it just ends up being a long, kind of drawn out thing that just is kind of there.
I hope not. I hope they can end it quickly as possible.
It's either that or it'll be negotiated.
Yeah, it'll be negotiated as a truce, maybe, but
yeah,
when it's going to get them to negotiate, you're going to have to be kicking their ass.
I don't know. Zelensky's cabinet's kind of falling apart, so he might start panicking.
Let's just hope it the right side wins. All right, where are we in this game?
Back to hockey.
Back to hockey, yeah. Enough from the something more positive.
Here's Anderson. Pitlick tries to throw it in front. Good block by Grizzly. Andy. Shot on. Wide. Krejci, Bergeron. But by Monty, it's loose. Stayed out.
Hey, Boozer.
Anderson back around. It's Savard. Suzuki. Dumps it in. Anderson in on the forecheck.
Save Monty.
Boxed out. Here come the Bruins. Taylor Hall flies around the net. Throws it in front. Good block. Kirby Dach. In the middle, Hoffman holds. Throws it in front. Hit about 3 bodies. Hall. Dach. Oh, Bruins, I think, are going to the power play again. Shots are 17-11 in favor of Boston.
19. I got 19 on Mike.
I don't know.
19-11 the shots. Unless they lost 2 shots somewhere after.
Ah, man, I don't know about that.
Hoffman penalty?
Yeah.
What did he get? What was that?
I mean, I guess because it affected Hall's possession, that's why that was called. I want to say it was a slash.
Really?
I think.
Because he touched his gloves. I mean, his stick.
I mean, it did affect Hall's possession. I think Taylor Hall probably could have held on to that. But again, it affects possession, so it's going to be called.
Once you touch the hands, they usually call
Pasternak's shot hit something and went way up into the balcony. Oh, nope, puck came back down. Went up and then came down.
Yeah, slashing. Oh, I just saw your text now that you sent me, I guess, earlier. Sorry.
No problem. Well, no, I mean, yeah, I got that, Kim. But also, like, if anything affects possession, it's going to be called.
Yeah, but he hit him on the hands.
He did.
That's slash. They're going to call that.
Bruins tied it up.
Yeah, Cam's got it there. It doesn't have to affect possession, but as if he touched the hands, it's going to get called. Oh! Ah! Taylor Hall scores. Tie it up. Matt, you missed the tying goal.
Oh, no, I saw it.
You're calling play-by-play.
I said it was tied, yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, that's just the case of not covering
bad luck there, too.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said that was just a case of Taylor Hall kind of disappeared.
Yeah, I saw the lineup when I was getting my stuff together. I look at, Taylor Hall. I forgot he's there. I forgot all about that guy. I was never a big Taylor Hall guy.
I kind of find it funny. I forget what draft Hall and Sagan were in, but I find it funny that the top 2 picks both played for the Bruins in that draft.
True. Going for a commercial break. Where's the doomsday clock for the Habs getting a cup? We're getting closer. Not really. Slowly. We're probably about the farthest it's been in a long time, but it's going to get closer. Oh, Lucas, you said the same thing I said. I just looking at your comment now. Yeah, I forgot. I was looking at the lineup. So, oh, yeah. He's on the 3rd line, too. Well, Maurice Cormier, then don't watch us. kind of simple, simple. If we bore you, then go somewhere else. What can I say? I mean, really, what kind of person really has to say that? If we're boring you, just leave. Well, you have to make a comment for. Says a little bit about your character. Anthony says, Cameron, are you a Boston fan? He says, nope, I'm an Arizona fan. Anthony, 3 years for what? For Montreal to start being better? I think, I think the next 2 seasons are going to be trying. I think in 3 seasons from now, we'll be getting better and it'll be a lot easier and moving up now. But the next 2 seasons could be really trying. Anyways, it's only tied. Let's see. They're going to face off now. Center ice, I think. Yep. Oh, yeah, you're doing play-by-play. Go ahead. Come on.
No, I was. They only moved the doomsday clock up 10 seconds. I forgot
Is that
what
all
it
it
was.
Went up 10 seconds. So.
Yeah. Oh, Hoffman fans on it. Pasternak throws it out. Can Krejci get there? No. It's Joel Edmondson. Oh, Kirby Dach blew an edge there. He's going to have to get up and play some defense.
Oh, yeah. Who got the first goal for the Habs again?
Kirby Dach.
Was Doc. Oh, okay. I don't think anybody guessed Doc.
I'm gonna guess Kirby Dach right now.
Yeah, well, it's okay. You can because it doesn't count. Stephen, I'll answer you. It's not only about scoring goals, but I kind of think that, I'm kind of on your side. I think he might get paid more now. I think I might change my mind on that, but it's not just about goals. Nick does a lot more overall than Caulfield does, so it evens out.
Oh, nice turn by Dadonov. Throws in front, no one home.
Man, he had that really good game, and then he can't put together another one right now. Yeah, I see it.
McAvoy
he just missed
throw
it
in front,
pass.
stop by Montembeault.
Big save there by Monty. That was a good save. Being right in position, tracking the puck well. Oh, Lucas, this should be, well, hopefully it'll continue. I think it might get a little physical in the third. Ovechkin must be getting not 14, but he must be.
Marchand got destroyed over the middle.
Oh, yeah, I got to watch for this.
Left the zone.
Got to see that. I don't know about destroyed.
That was a nice hit. Matheson.
We're getting down to the 3-minute mark.
Anderson was in there on the forecheck. Pitlick.
This would be just as good as getting out of the first period.
Oh, somebody lost his stick. Oh, Suzuki lost his stick.
Getting out of the second tied up at 1 would be fantastic, don't you think?
Zaka. In the middle! Did that get blocked? Yeah, it got blocked. Who was that? Suzuki with the block. Nice. Harris. Kovacevic.
Oh. Anderson made the save. Big save there. Down to 2 minutes 25 on my clock. Going to get out of this second period tied up. It looks like. Third period should be fun. I just hope it doesn't get... Well, I mean, I'm not as worried anymore about if it gets physical, I have to say. I wanted to say to Steven... Yeah, Steven, what defines a contract? Pucks in the net wins games, but it's not the only thing that wins games. There's a lot more to hockey than just pucks in the net. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, because otherwise defensemen might not get a lot of money.
I mean, the only position you can make a case about pucks going in the net defining a contract is a goaltender. Pasternak's bomb.
Right.
Deflected. Because the more pucks you let in, the way less money you're going to make.
Right.
But that's really it.
There. Monty made a nice little save at the side of the net there.
Another block. Habs are blocking a lot of shots.
Bruins definitely pushing at the end here to get a goal. They're definitely trying to put one in and go ahead. Go into the intermission. This is where you frustrate a team right here, where they're pushing this hard and you're able to hold them back when literally they are so much better than you should be. That's where you frustrate them. High stick.
Yep, McAvoy on that move.
Yep, high stick on Harvey Kennard. Which is good. Yeah, they're tired, the Habs here.
Yeah, I know. I hit him in the face. That's a high stick.
Oh, yeah.
I know he was making his move, and that hit him in the face. That's a high stick.
Yeah, but Steven, you got to learn more about hockey then. Hockey's not just offense. There's a lot more to the game than just putting pucks in. It's an important part of the game, obviously, but there's more to the game. They got one power play goal already. Maybe they can get a second one. No, I dare say they've run out of time. And they'll start the third. Oh, that was a big chance by Dadonov with 2.8 seconds left. Wow. You played hockey for 12 years, so you should know this. Right? I mean, if you can only score, then your team's also going to give up a ton of goals. Like, you should know there's more to the game than just that. We lost Matt. I bet you anything, his laptop died. That happens to him a lot. I don't know. I just keep mine plugged in when I was using my laptop. Oh, he came back. Don't know what happened. What happened?
I froze.
You froze.
That was a nice setup there by Suzuki at the end of the period.
I missed it. I was looking at the chat. Shit. Well, man, was tied up after 2. Who'd have freaking thought? Montreal playing just a great game. Just doing the same thing they did to Toronto. Love to see it. And nobody told me, oh, they got to lose. Not against Boston. They don't got to lose.
I thought we were going to get shelled. I didn't have a prayer.
I was sure. Game. I have it 5-2 Boston. I mean, it could still happen, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Yeah, but let's argue this. Nick Suzuki, their highest paid player, a 200-foot player, puts pucks in the net, and also defensive, plays on the power play and the PK. Cole Caulfield puts pucks in the net, doesn't get a lot of assists, doesn't play on the PK, does play on the power play. I mean, they're right. So, but Cole Caulfield might score 60 goals. Sure, he's going to get paid. But it's not only about offense. Nick's got 16 goals. He's not just setting a fella up. I don't know. A guy's got 16 goals after 45 games is a bit of a finisher. All right. What are we going to talk about? We got 15, well, a little less than 15 minutes before they get back for the third, which is promising. It's being set up to be a really good third period. I hope that's how it works out. I would think Boston's going to probably come on pretty strong and may even get physical if Montreal continues to hold them off like this. So we'll see how that works out.
If we win this, we'll be in the 8th spot in terms of the lottery order.
Okay, I'm not going to argue this contract with Steven. I'm not arguing this contract with you. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Anything else anybody wants to talk about? What do I have here? I don't really have anything we can really. Oh, did you see Lane Hudson? You'll be interested in this, Matt. Lane Hudson officially listed on the, I guess the OHL. I don't know what listing as 5'10", 148.
Well, we saw that in the juniors game.
Yeah, so
he looked a lot taller than 5'7".
No, he's probably 5'9", because you got to figure they usually inflate smaller guys' heights.
Yeah,
but he's 5'9", so it means he grew that 2 inches, and he might even hit 5'10". He might hit 5'10" legitimately. Yeah, my point being that he's hit 5'9", maybe get a little over that. That question of whether he's going to be an NHL player is, I think yes, he's going to be an NHL player. Because at 5'9", 5'10", Lane Hudson's going to be an NHL player.
Oh yeah,
it's not the size. It's not going to be. It's not going to be huge. As much of an issue, the size.
No, and he's still tearing it up with BU. I might actually go to the Garden to watch the Bean Pot in a couple of weeks. To be totally honest, watch him.
You just made everybody's day. You said Garden.
But yeah, I popped on Twitter, and someone was bashing Montembeault. A Habs fan actually that I follow was bashing Montembeault for being on this hot streak.
Bashing him. I know people are doing that.
And I'm like, I get it, right? I get it. Obviously, you want to tank for Bedard. At the same time, though, right? If you think of the big picture, think of what we already have in the system, I still think we'll probably end up around 6th overall. It's really not the end of the world if we end up around 6. It's really not.
There's a goalie developing in front of your freaking
that
off.
Too. But look at what we have already, right? Lane Hudson, Logan Mailloux, Joshua Watt, who I think, honest to God, could end up being like a Phil Deneau, but with the goal scoring.
Could be.
God, who else? I mean, Pinard looks like a Brendan Gallagher, but not a pain in the ass with the referees.
Pinard's goal against the Leafs was a classic Brendan Gallagher goal.
Oh yeah.
Classic. That was a Brendan Gallagher goal. So yeah, I mean, they call him Lavaliger in Laval because he's going to be the next the next Brendan Gallagher. He's going to take over for Gallagher. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
My day was good, Cam. Why are you asking now?
Yeah, it's just how he is.
Well, late.
But like that's the thing. It's like I get it. You want a tank, but at the same time, like if you look at the big picture, right? Look at who we got right now. Look at, like you said, we're watching Monty develop right before our eyes.
Yeah, I love
it's
that.
really not the end. Like I'm not gonna lose sleep if we end up at like 6th overall because we're still gonna get a good. We're gonna get a good player there to add to our already stacked prospect pool.
The funny thing is, the person who probably wrote that probably complains about they're gonna get a losing culture. Yeah, you want them to lose all the time. They're gonna, if that's the case, and you're asking them to do that, yeah. So Monty's winning, and he's trying to win, and that's what we're asking these guys. They don't care about the picks. They don't at all. By the way, Steven, you did not get me to move an inch. It was something I was listening to yesterday. So they made some good points, and I kind of see it maybe a little bit differently. But you did not get me to move my thoughts at all. Sorry, don't mean to be mean about it, but you didn't. Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. And I'm the one who said that you didn't write that till now. I said that last period. Lucas makes a good point. Getting Bedard doesn't mean we win a cup. How many does McDavid have? You got to be able to put a team around the guy. So overspending on any player is not a good idea. No, but yeah, LOL. I had changed my mind yesterday. So unless this happened, this game was yesterday, and this is yesterday, then maybe, but no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if McDavid was on the market, what would the price be? So you say all other 30
the max deal.
You wouldn't. There would be a lot of teams that wouldn't be able to do it. So,
I mean, the only teams that would be able to do it would be a team like Chicago.
Right. So if a team
like Arizona, well, maybe not even Chicago because they could unload Taves and Kane. That's a different story. But like a team like Arizona, Anaheim.
If a contending team does it, then guts their team a bit, then they're in the same position that Oilers were in, and it doesn't work anyway. So no, not all 31 teams would go after them. They wouldn't be able to.
Oh, 100%, Rory. And look, even if we're not near like the dead bottom, it's still a lottery. You never know. That could pull another lottery win out of our asses. And
could. You never know.
I got a lot of angry texts from a lot of my friends. I'll tell you that much. And my coworkers.
About
I got
what?
A lot of angry texts.
About this game?
No, if we win the lottery again.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's their problem. Anthony says, I don't get it. People said trade Monty, and now he's finally playing so good and developing, and people want him to stop. It's right. It doesn't make any sense. And we need a goalie. Everyone's saying we need a goalie. We need a goalie. Who are we going to have in net? Maybe Monty. Mm-hmm. If he develops like this, he might be the answer for the next few years. Until they get their, a real legit number one goalie. Monty's not, he's developing. He could turn out to be, a cheap, poor man's version of the number one goalie, which would be great for him. It'll get us to the point where we need to get a better goalie. Rory, yeah, you're right there, but it doesn't have to be Bedard to do that. One of these other kids in the draft, if we get a really high draft pick, could do the same thing. Monty is 26, Harry. Yeah, he's just entering his prime now. Monty could be the guy for the next. Monty could turn out so that you could trade Allen. You're right, it'll allow you to trade Allen, and people have talked about that. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But I'm enjoying watching Monty develop.
Oh, for sure.
Getting Bedard would be nice. I see him being a 30-goal scorer. Monty is decent. Okay, Steven.
Ooh,
All right.
a little Guy Lafleur flashback on Nesson. What a goal.
All right. Bedard, I don't know what he's going to turn out to be, but
I like this. Good on Nesson, showing a little love to Guy Lafleur.
Harry, the problem with Michkov is, does he come to Canada? And you got to wait for 3 years. You think the fans are going to imagine?
I
the
wouldn't
fans,
touch Michkov with the 39
yeah,
and a half foot pole.
with everything with Russia, I wouldn't either personally. It's nothing against the kid, but and you got to wait 3 years. He's signed there for 3 years. He's not coming here for that time.
I'd take Leo if we. I would take Leo Carlson honestly at third. I think Bedard, Fantilli go 1 and 2, and then I would take Carlson at third.
There's probably 6 really good players at the top of the draft.
Oh yeah,
maybe more, but there's at least 6. It drops after Bedard, though. I mean, Bedard's the cream of the crop. But I mean, if we don't get that, obviously, that's why you got to get in that top 5, the bottom 5 in the league, and so the top 5. If you can do that, you're good. I think they'll be good.
Cam, it's not an embargo on players coming over. Like the NHL isn't going to cover like any KHL like stats or anything like that, but players I think can still come over. The issue is that they're going to be let out of the country.
Right.
Like we saw, like Ivan Fedotov was set to come over to the Flyers, and then he got conscripted for a year. So
yeah, I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. You really just don't know. BL, I've heard that it's the top 6. None of these guys from last year would have made the top 6, not top 3. So it's a good crop at the top of this next draft. So if Montreal can, manage to get in that area, they'll be doing good.
absolutely.
BL says Bob McKenzie has Fantilli at number 2 now. Every time I've seen a list, Fantilli's been number 2.
I've had Bedard 1, Fantilli 2 for the last year and a half.
Cam, is that an Italian player? Ivan Fettuccini. Do you know that it's not even Italian? Fettuccine Alfredo is not an Italian dish. It's an American dish. That. It's an American dish. They don't have anything like it over there. Imagine if we had a 29-year-old Price right now, and our team was healthy without Monahan, we would make the cut. But again, it would be like a false thing, right? It wouldn't be good. I mean, winning the cup's always good, but for the future, it's like you don't want them to get there too quickly or be having success when they shouldn't. I don't know how to put it. It's happened before with this team. And then they think they're better than they are. And then they make different kind of moves in the offseason. And it's not a rebuild. It's a push for – it's wrong. I don't know if I said that well, but hey. Goaltender, either you develop him like we're doing with Monty, or, it's kind of the last piece in the puzzle of the rebuild. 9 o'clock. Oh, Rory, fans are already losing patience with the rebuild. It's why the Habs wouldn't do it for so long, is that, a lot of fans you see it on Twitter's not the end all be all, but you see it on Twitter a lot. I don't get it. Yeah. You gotta have the patience. It's going to take another 2 years anyway of being rough like this, and then it'll get better.
So Junkie tweeted out a video of that Monty save on Pasternak, and someone put a gif of Dikembe Mutombo going, no, right underneath it. Okay. I love it. That's still Monty's nickname, right? Dikembe?
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but I haven't really heard if it's stuck.
No, Montembo. I love it.
I don't think it's stuck. I think it's Monty. I don't use it. That's for sure. I used it a few times when it was what. I like you
said no, Montembo thing. I love that.
Yeah, it didn't stick though.
That's saving the night for me right now too.
What's saving the night?
That save on Pasternak.
Oh, the save of the night.
Got it with the blocker.
Yeah.
Oh, is that snow on the ground I see up in your neck of the woods, Rick?
Yeah, we're getting some snow tomorrow. We're getting some cold weather too.
5.5 inches yesterday.
We're going to be going.
We're getting, I think, another 3 tomorrow.
We're going to be going from near zero, or in the U.S. 32. We're going to be going, a little bit below that now. So not horrible cold, but colder than we're used to right now for about a month. And then it's going to be like spring will be around the corner. You only have 5.5 inches, Matt? That's what Cam says. Nice. His is only 3.5, he said. Just small. I think we're back for the third now. In about a minute. It's okay, Cam. Don't worry. I envy both of you guys. So we're about back for the third. It's a 1-1 tie. Can the Habs pull off another miracle? It's almost like a miracle they're able to do this. It's Kirby Doc's 200th career game tonight.
Kirby Doc.
He's 22 now. He turned 22 on Saturday. I did not know that. So there you go. Coming back for a face-off any minute now. Why isn't Doc taking the draw?
He was actually in...
Suzuki took the draw. Are they on the same line again?
Oh, my God. I don't know about that call.
No, Suzuki... Oh, they're on the power play. I forgot. Minute left on the power play.
It's about to be 4-on-4. Matheson's going.
Oh, we're going to do something.
Cross check.
Yeah, it's a cross check.
Yeah, it's a cross check.
It's a cross check. Why? I wonder why the ref was shaking. He's shaking his head. Why was he shaking his head so much for? I think
it was a cross check, Cam.
Matheson's
by letter of the law, that's a cross check.
But it's on Marchand. Shouldn't that sort of balance out a little bit?
Calls.
No, I mean you hit Marchand, it doesn't count the same. That's what it should be. All right, so a little 4-on-4 for about a minute.
Devo and then they'll
go on the power play.
Baron Suzuki was right. Edmondson to the left.
Yeah, okay.
I'll start.
I'm doing the
play-by-play. And now the Nesson feed is having a stroke. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do play-by-play. So just remember, we're switching back.
Yep.
Remember that. Know your place, man. He doesn't laugh properly at that. He takes it personal. Just bugging you. Hey?
I don't take it personal. I'm just tired.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing play-by-play. So, 4-on-4 for another 40 seconds. It's in the mine just did screwed up. Habs cleared all the way down. Oh, yeah, it's 4-on-4. That's an icing call. So icing against Montreal will have a face-off in front of Monty.
I mean, Romanov's a good defenseman, BL, but like, look at the D-man that we got. A, got in the pipeline right now, and B,
right, he was expendable.
Who we got here? I mean,
he was expendable to get a center.
Caden Gooley,
he's
blows Romanov out of the water.
Romanov is expendable if you're going to pick up a top 6 centerman for him.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Here comes Pasternak. Shot went off. I think Savard's sticking out.
Speaking of Gooley, when's he back?
Trade deadline time.
Okay.
He was out. Didn't it say minimum of 3 months?
Oh. I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah. He was out long.
But they won't rush him back. They'll take their time.
Don't rush anybody back. What's the need to?
Anderson. Anybody? He's in. He's going to have a shot. Oh, he missed the net.
I'm going to do exactly that in just a sec.
I can't help it sometimes.
Oh, he gets away. Breakaway Andy. Shot wide. That was almost a shorthanded because they're on the power play now, the Bruins, right? Yep. Good job. Still 2 minutes in to the third. Good job by the Habs so far. Harvey Pinard steals a puck, or grabs a loose one, comes in, shot right on, almost gets his rebound.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Shorthanded. This is all shorthanded for Montreal right now. They clear it down.
Out! Oh, okay, good stuff.
Here come the Bruins.
Power play's killed off.
Over the line, Pasternak. Not yet. This is called play-by-play wars right now. Here comes, I don't know who that is. Doc stops at the half wall, or top of the circle. Pass to Kovacevic. Can't really corral that. Gets a shot away, but late. Anyway, they cleared out now. Montreal's got it, though. Kovacevic at his own end. Up to Harris, I think, back to Kovacevic. Behind the net while Habs change up. Closing in on 3 minutes into the third. It's a 1-1 tie. Pitlick goes after that loose or a puck that got stray a little bit to behind the net. Montreal, Barron throws it to the corner. Boston just picked it up. They clear it. Not very cleanly, though. Montreal's got it again in their Barron. He comes up through the neutral zone, gives it up in the Bruins end. Bruins have it. Clifton sends it to his partner. Nope, I got that wrong. Pass up to the blue line to, I don't know who that is. Where is it? It's out. Pinard. Nice pass to Pizzetta. Pizzetta over the line. Drops it to Belzile. Okay, Belzile's shot was wide. Bruins clear it. Belzile picks it up just before the blue line. Comes back over the line. Puck gets taken away from him, though.
I think Pez hit him.
We're 4 minutes in. Was Pez hit? No, I don't think so.
Somebody
Belzile, another shot. Steals the puck. Gets a shot. Goes off the goalie over the glass. We'll have a face-off there. Habs still playing, still frustrating the Bruins. You think it's going to get physical? Oh, as I said, that Poulin says physical. He's just talking about it too.
I mean, with this rivalry, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too, right? Plus, the Bruins got to be getting frustrated. They should be beating this team. You got to figure it's going to get a little bit physical. The farther we get into this game or this period, and if the score doesn't change.
Oh, almost just did.
In Montreal's corner, and he picks it up. Up to, I don't know who he's playing with. Damn it. It's happening too fast. That was close, right in front of the net. Andy to Pitlick, I think, and he almost, right in front of the net, almost got it there. Back up to the point. To Matheson. Matheson lobs it there, hits somebody. There's the puck. Puck is in through the neutral zone. Matheson over the blue line, drops it back to Pitlick. Pitlick kind of wrists it at the net. Where are we? Swayman made a save there. Habs still have it at the point. I'm not doing well. I'm stuttering and okay. I'm not working out very well tonight. Here comes Boston up through the center.
Tag me when
through
you
the middle.
want.
In the corner now. They still have possession though. Drops it back. I don't know who that was. Swung. Was Pasternak. He tried to swing into the net, lost the puck. Got it again in the corner. Sends it to the other side. Where is it? At the point. Zaka to the other side to his partner. Back to Carlo now. Shot from the point. Hit somebody. Wasn't Carlo though. Habs have it. They come out of their end anyway. They lose it at the red line. Carlo with it. Back to his partner. Backing up. Then up to, I don't know who number 13 is. Doc picks it up there. He sends it to, that was.
Good stop by
I'm losing
Monty.
it again. Harris with it. Coming up
very,
the center.
very good stop. Out, nice, big, and strong. Very good stop.
Boston picks it up. They come back the other way. Stretch pass to Hall. Hall back to the point. Shot at the top of the circle. Big save, Monty. I think Monty made the save or hit somebody. It's back in the neutral zone. Did Doc get hit with that?
Habs have blocked a shitload of shots.
Yeah, well, that's the game they got to play tonight. God, my play-by-play is bad tonight.
Woo! There's a fan on that shot.
Doc made another block on Coyle. Bruins still with it, though. Clifton in the circle. Cross ice. Guy, one-timer. He flubbed that or missed it. Habs send it out into the neutral zone, into Boston's end. They got it. Habs are going to change up a little bit. Is that Devo? Devo on it. Bruins send it up along the boards. Gets away from the target into the corner. Monty sends it up along the boards, but it hits the guy. Devo picks it up. Sends it over to, I don't know who that is, Edmondson. Edmondson to Jack-Eye. Jack-Eye sends it up, but Boston picks that. McAvoy throws it into the corner. I think Edmondson backhanded it. Here comes Harvey Pinard. Nice little move around the Boston player into the corner. Sends it to the other side. No, gets intercepted. Boston in the corner. They got possession. Send it up to the line and out. Matheson with it to his partner. Back to Matheson.
Offside.
And Savard playing with Matheson. There you go. Matheson with it again in the corner of his end back to Savard. Savard up along the boards. Gets repelled back and offside, though, because Boston sent it back in. And we'll have a face-off just over the Montreal blue line. Am I doing a live stream for trade deadline? Yeah, I always do. It's not the same though anymore because most of the deals happen the week leading up to it, and then on trade deadline day, not much happens. But I'll still do a live stream of some sort. Just don't expect it to be a flurry of activity. I don't think it ever is anymore on trade deadline day. At least till later in the day, after 12. That's my remembering the last few years. Or what? Are you guys talking about something that I missed?
They're talking about the Leafs and how bad they are.
Oh, I didn't see that, Anthony. I don't know what you're talking about there. So we'll just scroll down and start over. Who doesn't know about the 3-1? It was 3-1. Who doesn't know about that? It was a good trade. Romanov, I really like Romanov. You all know that. But that was a really good trade, and it's going to pay dividends over for a long time. Believe that. All right, we're back here. It was on a commercial break. If I didn't say that. Yeah, Belzile's still looking for his first NHL goal. At 28, he hasn't played a ton of NHL games, but he's played some. Huzu, they sure as hell are. Excuse me, I just burped. I apologize. 11:35 to go in the third. Shots are 24-17 favor of Boston, but the score is tied at 1. Montreal just playing a brilliant game so far against the Bruins, frustrating them, playing a really good defensive game. Just like they did against the Leafs on Saturday. And the result is still up in the air. So we may get the same result, too. Which would be awesome. Can you imagine them coming in or having the Leafs and the Bruins come in? They took out the Leafs. If they can manage to take out the Bruins, wow. And then they'll go back to losing.
I mean, the other good thing that could come out of this, if we could pull off the win too, is for the young guys. It's a big confidence booster.
This is great experience. This is great, like everything. Yeah. And if you're all worried about losing culture and stuff, well, this is not a team that's got a losing culture here. This is a team that they just want to win. And you listen, there's nothing wrong with that. We don't want our team in 3 years when the rebuild's over to be like, we win, we lose, who cares? We don't want that. So nothing wrong with this. And it's the Bruins. You never want Montreal to lose to the Bruins. Oh, I don't like the Bruins, but I don't like them. I like them more than I like the Leafs, but they're still.
Bruins scored. Damn it.
All that optimism. Here's a goal coming up. Oh, how did that get in? A tip? Krejci tipped it, I think. Yeah. Pasternak with a shot from the point or from the blue line, and Krejci tipped it in.
Yep.
Your ex told you a finger in the pooter would be a great experience too, and that was false. What's this about? What I said? Yeah, no, it's not the same thing. And, some people like that kind of stuff. Some people don't. So it's 2-1 Bruins with there's still time here. I mean, it's not like the period's close to the end. We're at the halfway point of the third. And look, if they had this kind of a game and yet they lost, 2-1, that's still a bit of a win against the Bruins, who are the powerhouse this year in the league. Thing is now, does that open the floodgates a little bit? I hope not. My nose is all blocked. Sorry, guys. I'm still recovering from the COVID. Hey, Dragon, how you doing, man? Yeah, I mean, you can cheer from here. It's not going to help. They're going to win it on the ice or not. Oh, yeah, that was a tip in front. It changed direction. Well, it went from low shot to straight up. All right, what do we got here? I'm sorry. Montreal's got it in the Boston zone. They're looking for a tying goal. Boston sends it down, and that'll be icing. So face-off will be in front of Swayman. Where am I? Bob Cannon in the room. Hey, Bob, how you doing, man?
Hi, Bob.
Welcome back. Cam, no problem. Did you find your long-lost twin? That's awesome. That's all I knew was going to happen. Matt, Cam just gave you, just dumped you.
Yeah, I saw it.
So it's 2-1. They're going for a commercial break. Third period, 2-1. Got about 8 minutes to go. Can the Habs come back? There's enough time. I don't feel it though. This is weird. I don't know. We'll see. Swayman's playing good. They're not. It's not a big offensive game for Montreal. I don't know. 8 minutes might not be enough. Last you saw, it was one bagel for the Habs. This time there's lox and cream cheese on that bagel. No, there's not. It's 2-1 for Boston. That's 2 cannons today, Bob. Yep. Sometimes, All right. I think we have a little gay romance going on in the chat. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that. And I wish you guys the best. I think it's going to be tough, Adrian, or Dragon. I'm calling you Dragon. That I don't know, 8 minutes. I don't know. I get the feeling it's not enough time. Either way, anyway, they played a great game, so I'm still happy with this game. It'd be better if they beat them, but I don't know. This was a really good game, well executed on their part, I think. And the fact that it's only 2 goals against tonight, it's pretty good. It's not gay if you're brothers. No, it's still gay. It's also incestual. That's the difference. I mean, if it wasn't gay, imagine what it'd be like in Greece. 9 minutes to go here in the third. 2-1 Boston. They're up on shots 25-18. But they're a bit of a frustrated Boston team. A little less so now that they're up by 1, but Doc with it, looking
for... Score! I wasn't even looking. I wish I was looking. 2-2.
Yeah. That says it all. Doc with the score. Yeah, Doc scores. Doc with 2 goals.
Is it Dak or Doc? I say Dak because it rolls off my tongue easier.
It's supposed to be Doc, I think.
Garbage goal right there. Put the trash
take
out.
It. Doc ties it up.
What a play by Belzile. Watch this. Belzile poked it over to that area. Watch this play by Belzile. I don't know if he did it intentionally or not, but that was nice. 2-2.
Yeah, nice is nice. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Probably did. He probably put it over there to hopefully someone would get it. Wow, tied up at 2 with 8:19 to go here in the third. This is a barn burner without it really being a barn burner. Just a low-scoring barn burner.
Ooh,
I dare say
Panthers are losing. The Panthers are losing. We need
Panthers are losing? What? Oh, are they? Panthers are losing. That Panthers, yeah. Awesome. I dare say at this point, the Bruins might get a little bit shaken now. It looks like Montreal got some jump in their legs after that goal. Yeah, and he says it right after I say it. That's funny. 7:25 now to go in the third. It's in Montreal's end. In the corner, Dadonov there. Yeah, he doesn't get it. It's back to the point, to the half wall. Now that's Hall. He comes up to the line, fires it in. It doesn't get through. In the corner, though, guy sends it to the front, and Montreal picks it up. Throws it down the ice. Bruins come back already. Frederick, he sends it back to the line where nobody was. They're going to blow that down as that's an icing? Boston sent it down. Wait. I don't think I've ever seen an icing like that. Unless it wasn't the Boston player that sent it down the ice. But to me, I thought I saw the Boston player send it from the Habs zone all the way down. And they called that icing. Matt's ignoring me. You're not staring at him.
I honestly I could not tell.
I've never seen that before. So it must have been a Habs player that sent it down. I didn't see. To me, it was Frederick sent it back to the line where nobody was, and it went all the way down. 6:35 going in the third, or in regulation. Bruins have it in Montreal's end. They're moving it around. There was a shot that went wide. Montreal's got the puck. He falls. I think that's Doc. He falls into the boards. Gets up. Bruins have it, though. In the corner. Barron doing a good job against Krejci there. But Bruins still have it.
Whoa. Oh.
McAvoy up to the half wall, around the circle. Gives it to somebody. His shot didn't get through, I don't think. A couple of block shots. Montreal's got it. Give it away right there in front in the slot. The backhand went wide. Barron has the puck behind the net. Everybody's changing up. 5:35 to go in the third. Or in regulation. And he picks off a pass of Bergeron. Bergeron picks that back up, sends it around the other side, where Montreal sends it back the other way and then out. Andy to Suzuki. Over the line. Anyway, they're fighting for it along the boards. Andy is. And Boston picks it up, gets it out, but to a Habs player. Matheson now with it. Up through the neutral zone. Into the corner. Rings around to the other side. Pitlick picks it up. Tries to send it to the point, but Boston picks it up. They lose it, Montreal. Suzuki at the line, sends it in. It rings around where Boston picks that up to his partner. It's Coyle, I think, with it. No, I don't know who that is. Maybe I'm right. They send it into the corner and change up. That's Boston. Montreal's got it. Dvorak to Ullinen. I'm losing it.
Damn, Florida tied the game 6-6.
The Habs are just making a push to score.
Brad, we're not making the playoffs.
Did the goal come off? No. Oh, goalie held on. I'm losing it tonight, guys. My play-by-play sucking tonight. So hopefully you guys are laughing at me because that's all I deserve with this shitty play-by-play you're getting. Sorry about that. Deserves another doobie because I'm so bad. It's okay, Cam. You're allowed to be confused. That's what you go to college for, you know? You go to college, you experiment a little bit, figure it out. Boston versus Montreal in round 1. Not this year. Nope. Should Montreal start Marty against Boston in the playoffs or Allen? It ain't happening this year, so we'll see who our goalies are when the next time it happens. Yeah, Bob, they're good stick work. They're blocking the lanes. They're doing a really good job of totally frustrating the Bruins. I think they're playing a really good defensive game. And any offense they're getting, I think it's just coming from that. Then they score a goal and they get their legs. Yeah, it's been a good game. Kind of exactly what they did to Toronto on Saturday. There is a reason they call it dope. People who don't like it are dopes. I mean, that's just how it works. Anthony, I'll only say this. There's a lot of gay men out there have girlfriends. Just I want to say that. But don't worry, I'm just bugging you anyway. But there's nothing wrong with that, right? Boston looks shaken a little bit, not just sluggish. I think I don't know. I think they're getting frustrated with this starting to affect them. Hopefully. I'd love to see another overtime win by Montreal. I'd love to better in regulation, but I'll take overtime.
Someone on the Bruins just took a spill and a half. Oh, it's Taylor Hall. He went to the board side, but he's back up.
Last 4 minutes of the third period. Shots are 25-20 in favor of Boston, and it's a 2-2 tie. Coming down to the wire. I mean, it's starting to look like we're going to get to overtime. Right?
You know, Cam, but actually, honestly, this has been a really, really good game. Really good game.
And Cam, sorry, I didn't really mean to push your boyfriend or your brother around. Sorry.
Anderson to Suzuki, a shot got deflected wide. Krejci. Pasternak dumps it in, or maybe that might have been Zaka, but nope, that was Pasternak. Zaka with it now, shot blocked, shot went somewhere.
Well, I heard a post. I heard a dink off the post. Did you not hear that?
I did not.
I don't know. I thought I heard it clank off the post. Another point for the Panthers. Yeah. There's still enough hockey for them to go back the other way, but I mean, starting to look like that. Not going to work out the way we thought it was going.
Boston scored. Looks like Bergeron.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to lose this one. That's the game winner right there. 3 minutes to go. I doubt they come back from this. Too bad. I was looking forward to a nice overtime.
Puck just bounced to him.
Damn it. Yeah. Not much you can do about that. All right. So we got, like I said, 3 minutes left. They're up 3-2. Now it's the Habs' turns to be frustrated on that goal. Of course, I'm just messing with you guys. Don't take me seriously. It's been a pretty quick game. Okay, can the Habs get it back? I don't know. They got 3 minutes. One thing's sure. I'm sure they ain't giving up. They're going to do their best. I think that's an offside there. I'm almost surprised, though, at no point did this really get physical. That's pretty good, especially between Montreal and Boston. Too tight a game for Boston to really get physical with Montreal. We're looking at the offside. It's an offside.
It was a nice.
That wasn't an offside. Why is the face-off to the left of the
It was an icing.
Boston? It was an icing. Okay.
Hoffman. Flying through the zone. Doc Hoffman, it's in front. Nothing to it. Puck went out of play. Game ain't over yet.
Not over yet. I mean, I'm glad they're not, that they haven't given up. Like I said, they're not going to give up. They're going to try, but I don't know if they're going to be able to. Bob, timing's everything, as they say. I'm only bugging you guys. Don't worry about it. Or else I'll be saying, I think you both doth protest too much. Right now, Anaheim at the bottom of the list. Columbus, then Chicago. Chicago somehow has moved out of the bottom. Crazy shit, man. Then Arizona, San Jose, Vancouver, and then Montreal. Yeah, they gotta suck a little bit to. They're like 7 points or something ahead of the Vancouver, I think. Every team in the league needs Bedard, so Montreal pulled Monty.
Yep.
Gonna
Suzuki takes a draw. Fired around by Lindholm. Comes all the way out, Matheson. Kirby Dack. Hoffman. Pitlick. Hoffman again. Pitlick. Somebody shoot it. Hoffman. Pitlick. Kirby-Dack. Mike Matheson. Hoffman a drive. Missed the net by a mile. Suzuki keeps it alive. Hoffman holds. Oh, that might be the empty netter. No. Missed. And no icing. Oh, that must have hit somebody. Matheson. Suzuki. Matheson. Oh, Matheson somehow got away with the puck there. Wow. Suzuki, Hoffman.
Anthony
Suzuki.
and Cam. Yes, I am.
Pitlick. Hoffman. Bad giveaway.
They're running out of time.
And this is probably going to be the empty netter. Yeah, it is.
Empty netter. Game over. So it'll be 4-2 Boston in the end. Yeah, there you go. Empty net goal. Not too bad, though. Still proud of the Habs for this game. This was a really good game by the Habs. Didn't end up the same as Toronto, but I mean, this was a really close match to the Toronto game. I think your friends in the chat are a little crazy tonight. Anyways, this was a really good game by Montreal. I gotta say, when this team, I don't know, when they really want to, when they want to play, they can. It was a good game plan by the coaching staff. They executed it well, and this, Bruins should have kicked their ass all night, and they didn't. Another character building game for Montreal, and a good team bonding kind of game, I think. Even though they didn't win. Hell, if they get another goal at Boston, I would have had the score right. I had it 5-2. Oh, RB Pinard with another little chance. Couldn't really get the puck. They're still getting some chances. And then that's going to be it with 9.5 seconds. Matt's looking at his phone. Game's over on his end.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah? All right. So this game's over. I don't think I need to see the last 9 seconds. So this was a really good game by the Habs. I got to say, I'm really pleased with it. Next game is going to be Thursday, yeah, Detroit. So next game is Thursday in Detroit. Going to be a big kind of night for me. If I could find my goddamn cursor, I'd tell you why. Hopefully, guys, after the game, we'll be joining Pete and myself to do Life After Habs, our first post-game show, which we're going to do probably 2 nights a month, so twice a month. And it's going to be the first one on Thursday. I'm looking forward to it. I know Pete is as well. So don't forget to check us out for that. And what else you got?
Did you get Pete to send you that picture?
Yeah, you see? You see what he sent me a picture. You see what I did with it?
I know.
How long I've been asking you for that? I wonder how long. I don't think I could think back that long. I was a young man when I asked you for that first time. Yeah, you see what can happen when you cooperate. What do you think of the thumbnail, though? I actually like it. Yeah, it worked out really cool. All right, so you want to add anything here? I'm losing it. I'm losing my voice, of course, at this point in the night. Where am I? Where was Pete tonight? Well, no, Pete's not going to be on here every night. He was in the chat earlier. I don't know. He didn't come back. But Adam, this was a pretty much, the score wasn't the same, but obviously, but this was a kind of a copy. The Habs played a lot like they did against the Leafs and almost had the same result. I mean, one goal was an empty netter, so it was really 3-2. BL's trying to start trouble. He says, Matt, Rick bought Pete that New Jersey. Yeah, wish I could afford to do things like that, but I cannot. Matt knows better. Matt knows how cheap I am. Yeah, Grimes, Doc had a really good game. Doc's come along really nicely. He's only 20, just turned 22. So can you imagine? Give these guys a few years, and these guys are going to be fantastic. Okay, Anthony, I'm waiting. I don't think Matt does edibles. Not for the games anyway. He's looking at his phone. That's what when Matt's doing that, he's looking at his phone. Everyone thinks you're asleep or you're just zoned out. No, he's not. He's not doing that. Let's see how long Anthony keeps us waiting. Yeah, Adam, we do have a good young group, and yeah, we're going to be kicking Leaf ass for many years with that group. We're already blessed with this Habs team, Grimes. I love seeing what they did tonight. It gives me a lot of hope for the future. And yeah, I'm just for these guys, these young guys on the team. I mean, that's what this team's mostly made up of right now is young guys, and they're able to battle like that against a team that's clearly better than them. And they gave them a really good game. They did it to Toronto on Saturday with a better result. And I like to see these young guys in this kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Oh God, the word just and went away. But they've got this these hurdles to climb over, and they keep getting worse and worse. And then they put up a couple of games like this, and it gives you a lot of hope for the future here.
For sure.
My initial thoughts on Tocchet taking over for Boudreau. Why would he want to? When you see the kind of monsters that you're about to go work for, what they did to the guy that's you're taking over for, that's going to be you soon enough. Why would he do that? Because he's a shitty coach and he needs a job desperately, or he is really stupid, or he's also a piece of shit like they are, and they fit in well together. It's one of those three things. It's a good start in the development so far. It's been a great start. I agree with you there. Anthony says, remember, guys, keep your sticks on the ice and don't let Matt hit your girl, because he apparently does that a lot. They would know because they're friends with him. No, they tried to blame me for that. I think he meant hit on your girl, but he forgot that on part.
I don't have to hit on anyone's girl. I'm just that handsome. They hit on me. That's just a fact.
Yeah, so speaking of eating edibles, I think maybe Matt did eat edibles. I think he did. What happened? Yeah, what Vancouver did is horrible. All hail Monty. Monty had a really good game. He's had a good run of I think about 7 or 8 games now. So, yeah. Bob says edibles, right? I don't know. Edibles, they're hit and miss with me. More often they miss, and I don't really. Yeah, it's not. I don't know. It's not a thing that I'm into. I can make them. I make good ones, but I don't usually eat them. Matt, put the phone away, he says.
I don't have my phone in my hands.
Anyways, I'm taking off because I have to go eat supper. And so don't forget, Thursday, Detroit is in town. On Saturday, by the way, they're in Ottawa, just to let you know. And Thursday is also going to be our first Talking Habs first post-game show ever. And what else? That's it. I'm taking off now. Matt's taking off now. And we'll see you next time. I want to thank everybody for being here, as always. And I think I forgot to thank somebody after the pregame show for the donation. I don't remember who it was at this point. But hey, if you're out there, thanks for that dono. I appreciate that from the pregame show. And that's about it. Till next time, stay safe out there. And peace out. And that's it. And we'll have fun and enjoy the evening. It's still early and all that good stuff. And hopefully my voice will be better for next time. I hope that comes back soon. And that's it. Matt, want to say goodnight or you just want to sit there?
Have a good night, all.
Have a good night, everybody. See you next time. Ciao.